G'day folks, and welcome to another portrait sketch where I share my process and insights of how I go about creating a portrait from beginning to end. In this video I thought I'd do a portrait of an Asian woman. It's been a while since I've done a portrait of an Asian woman, so I thought, why not give it a go? Here you can see in the early stages I lay in the centre line for the face and then the basic horizontal lines indicating the features, such as the hairline, the brow, the base of the nose and to the chin, which in most cases are the same distance. As you can see here, I'm just faintly doing the outline of the face, trying to establish the overall proportions and just making large shapes to indicate the eyes and the eyebrows and the mouth. I'm adding in the hairline and the ear just to give myself a bit of a guide of where things should sit. And now I'm putting in the shadows, marking the lines and the angles in which they go. Playing around with the eyebrows here. Now I'm just shading in the areas of the shadows, trying to get it as close as I can to the reference photo. This is always the fiddly part of the drawing for me. It takes me a while to establish the areas of where the light and the shadow meet, making sure that the angles are correct. It takes some time and some practice to train your eye to see these things, but as they say, the more you practice, the better you get. As you can see, I was incorrect with the placement of the eye, and so I had to rub it out and redraw it, and I think I got it right this time. As I stress, it's always good to lay in your lines really light, so if you do happen to make a mistake, it's easy to rub out. And it's good that you work out your structure of the face and the placement of the eyes and the nose and all the features in this first stage. That way there's no drama when you get further on in the drawing and find out that it's totally wrong, and then you just got to rub it out or just leave it as is, knowing not to make the same mistake in the next drawing. Here I'm just using my needleable eraser to rub away those structure lines, like the center line and the horizontal lines, just to clean up the area a bit. One of the greatest tools I've found to help you determine if your proportions are correct is using a pair of calipers. They're quite cheap to get. They're very helpful determining the distances between features. Here you can see I'm measuring the distance between the brow and the base of the nose and the side of the nose to the edge of the face, where I knew those distances were the same. Once I knew that the distance from the nose to the side of the face was correct, that's when I decided to go in and draw the ear. Here again I just slightly go over my pencil over the whole face and smooth out those scratchy lines with my finger. Now I'll swap from my HB pencil to my 2B pencil. Now I'm going in to the eyes to make them a bit darker. Now that I'm happy that they're in the correct spot. I tend to take a little bit more time than normal on the eyes compared to the rest of the face. As I've mentioned before in the past in other videos, I find the eyes the most difficult part of a portrait drawing, mainly because if you don't get them right, no matter how well you draw the rest of the face, it's going to look off. Here I'm going into the shadows a little bit darker, darkening up those eyebrows, making sure that they're in the right place. The outline of the face, darkening in the nostrils, taking careful attention to the reference photo and the shadows that are formed, making slight adjustments. Here I'm just making the shadows a bit darker near the nose and around the eyes and down the side of the cheek, starting to establish a stronger shape in those shadow areas. Now I've decided to go in and darken the upper lip area and the dark areas underneath the teeth and the bottom lip. When you're drawing a portrait and the person's smiling, it's important to make sure that the shape of the teeth are correct, because you'll find that everyone has different shaped teeth, some longer, shorter, crooked, and those characteristics are easily identifiable. especially when you're drawing a portrait that's someone you know or is recognizable, particularly if it's a celebrity. Just a reminder guys, if you've enjoyed watching this process, then you might like to look at some other portrait sketches that I've done in the past, which you'll find in the links provided at the end of this video. If you have any questions about this video or a particular process or technique, then just ask in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer it. Or if there's a video you'd like to see in the future, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Also, if you'd like to hit the like and subscribe button on this video, then please do so and help my channel grow. Or you might know someone that might be interested in this channel, then hit the share button. I'm always interested in meeting new people, whether you're a beginner drawer or an advanced drawer. Let's connect and enjoy the art journey together. As you can see here now, I'm gone and started working on the hair, adding the outlines quite lightly. Now I'm going in with the side of my 4B pencil and just darkening the areas of the hair. When I'm making the dark areas of the hair, I'm usually going with the grain of the hair, the way the hair flows. When drawing hair, you just use the side of your pencil and just indicate the shapes of the shadows. You don't draw each individual strand. For me, I just like to indicate the flow of the hair just by using light and dark areas of the side with the side of the pencil, just creating that illusion of hair. Although it's a bit hard to see on the video here, I'm going in with the kneadable eraser and just lifting out some of the graphite to make those highlights stand out more, where the sun's reflecting off the face. Now I'm going in with my 6B pencil, I think, and just darkening up those areas of the eyes and the nostrils and the areas between the teeth and the bottom lip. Now I'm just adding the dark areas of the hair. You'll see me in a second just add wisps of hair around the edges there. I find it softens that edge between the hair and the blank page, and as you look in most photographs or in people, their hair is never perfect. There's always some strands that are out of place, and I find these imperfections cellar drawing. Nothing's ever perfect. Now I've gone back in with my HB pencil and just making some light shadow areas and just smoothing out some of the scratchiness that's in the shadow areas. I found that it was a little bit scratchy for my liking, so I sort of just fiddled around with it until I was happy with it. Well guys, I think this one's just about done. Just a reminder, if you found value in this video, you'd like to know more or have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.